Good morning. Good morning. Today is a special day. Today is Tuesday. Not Tuesday. I'm sleeping. So I gotta hurry and get through this video. Today is Thursday, May 23rd. My birthday. Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. And I'm just coming in. I decided to step out to a little thing called Wicked Wednesday, which I normally don't do, but it's my birthday. My birthday is on a Thursday. I'm going to have my son the weekend. So I decided to step out a little bit, and I'm just getting in and got to get up in a few hours and go to work. So thank y'all for tuning in. I got to get up in a few hours to go to work. And I said that again because that's what this topic is about. First off, thank y'all for tuning in. And if you're feeling generous and feel like blessing your boy on his birthday, $ Big Ward 251 is the cash out. And if you don't feel like it, it's still my birthday. And I'm still happy. It is what it is. And I'm not a greedy dude. If you got $2, I don't care. It's the thought that counts, baby. And if you ain't thinking about me, I ain't thinking about you either. So, with that being said, the topic, this is the email topic, bigward@myyahoo.com. And as you see, I'm up making this video before I go to bed. I just came in, time to go to bed, but I got business to take care of. This is my business now. I love to do it, but I didn't know I was going to be good at it. I didn't know it was going to turn out to be something I can make some money off of. So it's a business now. It's fun, and it's a business. So I take it and I go as hard as I go on anything else that I do when it comes to providing for my family, which is me and my boy. And whoever else is affiliated with me or in my life, friend or blood. So the question is it possible to work too much? I currently work approximately 100 hours a week in 7 days as an x-ray tech. I'm allowed to sleep when it's slow. So I'm not actually awake all the 100 hours. I want to start taking every other Saturday off to have fun. I know you preach to go hard, but should I take a little time off for myself? Before I go any further, I'm letting you know I'm speaking for myself. My situation, my life, my story may be different than yours. And I'm going to tell you why I do it the way I do it. That don't mean you have to do it that way. See, I'm a little crazy. Hold on, y'all. See, I'm a little traumatized by some of the events that took place in my life. And that's the reason I do it the way I do it. So the way I do it ain't normal. I've been traumatized by events that have taken place in my life. So first, let me say there's nothing wrong with you taking a little time off. Nothing wrong with that. You going hard, you working hard, you getting it. So you need to rest. We all need rest. Get your rest and a little downtime to reset your batteries, to refresh your mind so you won't get to where you just shut down, can't go no more, even if you want to. So it's okay. If, like you said, that's a good idea to take the every other Saturday off. Go out and have fun, enjoy yourself, what have you. But it don't work like that for me. But that don't mean it ain't okay. I got something going on up here. I got some trauma up here that drives me. And I'm explaining to y'all what the trauma is. I got PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from past events that's still driving me and haunt me to this day. that make me go hard like this, to where if I can work 7 days a week all day, I wouldn't give a damn about no rest. That don't mean that's the way it's supposed to be. But to answer your question, yes, it's recommended that you take some time off. Yes, it's possible to work too much. That's the answer to your question. But I'm going to go into big ward after I answer your question. Yes, it's possible to work too much. Yes, you need some time off for yourself. As long as you know you're going hard, you're grinding, you deserve a break here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For the average person. That applies for the average person. I'm not the average person. See, I'm a guy who was married and was able. See, I thought I couldn't have no kids for a long time. And here I am at 40 years old. Not now, but I was 40. Married. Some I have been wanting all my life, which I thought I couldn't have, which was my own child. See, I have been a stepdaddy all my life. Step pop to somebody else's child. Raising them like my own, only to have them grow up and tell me, you ain't my daddy. Act like I had never done nothing for them. Would I do anything different? No, I'd still do it all over again. But with that being said, I always longed for my own child. Somebody who I would be willing to give my life for. Because at that time, I ain't had nobody that I ain't care if I lived or died. Had been through so much in life to where that was the wrong time to fuck with me. Because I didn't care if I lived or died. I wasn't suicidal, but what I'm saying is life meant nothing to me. I had seen so much horror, so much pain, so much evil, so much wickedness. I've seen the lowest nature of man, that I didn't give a damn if I lived or died. I didn't, let me reiterate, I wasn't suicidal, I didn't want to die. I just didn't care if I did. Had no fear. No anxiety, no worry, no nothing. Nothing bothered me. And it still don't, but for a different reason. Back then, I didn't care if I lived or died. I had nothing, I'm just here. See, I had learned back then that there was no true love. Nobody that really cared about you, for real. And only what you can do for them. That's for a man now, not for a woman. So I didn't have that in this world until I turned 40. And some I thought I could never have came true, that I have been wanting all my life. Looking at other men with their kids in the grocery store, at the gas station, buying the little boy a lollipop, a blow pop, or a piece of candy. Daddy, you give me a bag of chips. And I used to look at that and say, man, I'd do anything for that. And if I had it, I would give my all to make sure my child was all right. So finally, when I was 40 years old, my wife said she was pregnant. And believe it or not, for a minute I was thinking, is it mine? Because I thought for years I couldn't have a kid. Because I was with women for years in relationships that never came up pregnant. So I thought I was sterile. Never went to a doctor to have them tell me that. But I just thought, because one particular relationship I was in, we break up, 7-8 months later, she was pregnant. I knew it wasn't mine because it was like almost a year later after I hadn't been with her. So I knew it wasn't mine. She was pregnant. So therefore I was thinking something was wrong with me. So Fast forward to my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, knew how bad I wanted a child. And even though she had kids, she decided she wanted to give me my own. So we went to the doctor to figure out was there something wrong with me, which it was. Basically, I grew up in a house that didn't have showers. We took baths. We didn't have a shower. So I just took baths all my life. So come to find out, sitting in that hot water like that does something to your sperm count, right? And your underwear that you wear. See, I used to wear, because I thought I was fine, right? So I would wear like fitted underwear, to show my figure, show my shape, not big loose boxers, right? Nut huggers. Because I thought I was fine. And plus, when I was back in the streets and hustling on the game, I used to be able to stick my sack in my sack, if you know what I mean, my drugs inside my pants, because I knew that the cops, when they search you, and it was mostly male cops, they weren't gonna want to put their hand down in another man's pants. They'll search all around that, but they ain't sticking their hands down up in there. So I would have on the tight underwear to hold my sack in place. My drug sack. Street people know what I'm talking about. So they would search me down. I would have it on me, and they still wouldn't find it because they wasn't finna stick their hand up in that, not in another man's ball sack. They wasn't doing all that. So that became a habit where I wore them all my life, even when I wasn't in the game no more. So that affected my ability to have kids. Went to a urologist. They ran some tests. He told me what it was, told me what to do. Started taking showers only and wearing boxes only. 3 months later, she was pregnant. Fast forward, had my child. Before I had her, was making enough money for me and my wife to get by. Be all right. She worked. I'm a truck driver. I was making like $16 an hour at the time. Back in 2012 when my son was born. That's what I was making. A couple of years in, my son about 3-4 years old, I was still making $16 an hour and made no improvement. I was content. I would work 45, 50 hours a week. That was it. And in trucking, where I'm from, they got a law where they don't have to pay you time and a half overtime for over 40. It's an agricultural law. The way I ain't finna go in that. But over 40, they still pay you straight time driving a truck. Some kind of law loophole they use. Where they can get out of paying you overtime. And I still stayed doing that. Because I was content. Weekends off, holidays off. Go in 6 in the morning, get off at 4 o'clock. Set schedule, Overlooking the fact that, boy, you got a full-fledged family now. You got a little boy to take care of now. What you was doing ain't enough no more. I didn't get that at the time until one day. It bothers me to think about that now. One day, my little boy, my pride and joy, my whole world, needed a pair of tennis shoes. I had noticed that the shoes had a little hole in the bottom of them. His mama showed them to me. JJ needs some shoes. And I looked at the shoes, and I had like $50 to my name. And my son got holes in the shoes. And the shoes, the cheapest ones I could find, that was quality, decent shoe, was like $80, $75, $80, something like that. I ain't talking about Jordan, J's, none. I'm talking about just nice, decent pair of tennis shoes. They were like $75. I ain't have a 50 to my name. Got to make it a payday. I was devastated. I had to sit here and decide. See, it wasn't no decision. It wasn't a hard decision. I knew I had to get my son some shoes. The fact is, I had $50. Grown ass man. I was like 44 at the time, 43 somewhere from now. Working, but just doing enough just to. I was just content with being mediocre and average at that time. Still living off the fact that I ain't had to worry about nobody but me at the time. I had got used to that, but I got a little boy now and a wife. So what happened was when that happened, it did something to me. It traumatized me. To sit there, I cried for like 2 days because I thought I was doing enough. See, I'm working. I ain't lazy. I ain't one of them dudes don't go to work, don't do that. I get up and go to work every day. But I was doing just enough to be average. Average ain't good enough for me. Time off, weekends off, 45, 50 hours a week, all, that scale a week, that's it. See, that's mediocre. That's average. I didn't like how it felt that I didn't have $80 to buy my son a pair of shoes. Somebody I've been waiting for all my life, finally here, and I can't provide for him the way I should. It destroyed me. It struck a nerve in me that hadn't been struck in me since the woman told me she didn't want no broke ass man. See, I thought I was doing good enough because I'm working now. Hey, what else you want? I work. I get up and go to work every day. I'm not one of them dudes that's laying around the house playing PlayStation. I don't go to work. I get up and go to work every day. So what? I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't working hard enough. I was doing the bare minimum. Pay the bills. Little something to make it to pay, check to check. And if that's the best you can do with check to check, that's one thing. But it wasn't the best I can do. I wasn't giving my best. That's why I was devastated. That's why I cried for 2 days. Because I knew I wasn't giving my best. If check to check is your best, then do your best. But it wasn't my best. It was my basic. It was my barely trying. From that day forward, I was determined. I don't give a damn if I had to work 8 days a week. I'm not feeling that again. I don't need no time off. Don't want none. Fuck a vacation. Fuck fun. I done had plenty of fun. But looking at my son's shoes, and me not having the money override any fun I could have. All the fun I ever had in my life was instantly forgotten about because of the pain I was feeling where I couldn't get my damn son an $80 pair of shoes. And I work every day. A lot of y'all experiencing that right now. Work every day, living check to check. I'm not doing that. If I die in the process of going to get this money for me and my family, bitch, I'ma die. Before I sit there and have to cry again because I can't buy my son a pair of $80 fucking shoes. Is it possible to work too much? Maybe for you. Bitch, I gotta die before I go through that again. I can't work too much. If anything, I'm not working enough. To each his own. I'm speaking for me now. Do you need a break? Take your break. But what's your why? See, I always tell people, and that's one of my things I like to say about whatever you may do, losing weight, work, whatever. What's your why? Your why is what's going to keep you going. If you don't have a why, you ain't going to continue. to go down a hard path if you don't have a why. See, I have a why. I got a why to why I do what I do. Something that is driving me. It's pushing me. Even when I want to stop and get some rest, I can't. It goes by the name of JJ. My son. And despite him, it goes by the name of Big Ward. Me. It's about what I want to. I don't want to be in a position to where people are dependent on me and my sorry and laid around here and just did just enough. Just enough. And here I am, I'm supposed to be the leader, the alpha dog, the big dog in the camp. And I can't feed my people. I don't rock like that. So if I gotta work till I can't walk no more, that's what I'm gonna do. And then when I can't walk no more, I'm gonna work in the damn wheelchair. And if I can't work in the wheelchair, I'm gonna roll around on my stomach or whatever, do something. Because I can't experience that pain no more. I can't. It's a pain that I can't explain for a man who loved his child, this child that I thought I wasn't gonna never have. I ain't got $80 to buy him a pair of shoes. And I thought I was doing something. I was proud of myself. I'm working, taking care of my family. No, I wasn't. We were just getting by. That ain't taking care of your family, fellas. If your family just getting by, at least the lights on, we got a roof over our head. If that's okay with you, you ain't my type of guy. You talking to the wrong one when you talking to me. I believe in life and life more abundance. Ain't that what Jesus said he did? Came here to do? Came to give you life and more abundantly, or however that saying go, whatever. In other words, my cup gonna run it over. Or I don't want the damn cup. You keep it. Let somebody else do it. My cup gotta spill over. Because I ain't the only one drinking from my cup. I had to realize that the hard way. When I had to go borrow some money to buy $80 pair of shoes. And I got a job. And I had to think about all the opportunities to make extra money that I turned down because I need a break. I'm the provider, the head of the household. People depended on me, including my greatest gift ever, depended on me. I needed a break though. Never again. So is it possible to work too much? Maybe for you. Never for me. I can't work enough. Get it, got it, good. Happy birthday, Big Ward. Bye.